I know I said I'd do a Q&A video soon, and thanks to everyone who sent in questions already. You all are gorgeous people. But if you've been following my Instagram, you'll know I went to Portugal recently, and I may have taken Jess with me. Fun fact, airport security really don't care if you've got a wig and heels in your hand luggage so you can dress like a woman on holiday. They are much more concerned about the person who's trying to smuggle more than 100 millilitres of water onto the airplane. What a bastard. Now, I will be giving out some advice for if you ever want to take your female alter ego abroad. But first off, I just want to talk about the actual experience itself. It was incredible. I've been doing this for years, but being in Portugal as Jess was easily one of the best experiences I've ever had. Honestly, it's up there with meeting famous queens at Drag World or going out with the other girls clubbing in Leeds. When I first started showing Jess off to the world, I made a bit of a bucket list of things that I really wanted to do as Jessica. Some of them are things that I feel like I should do, some of them are things that I feel like I just really want to do. So things like showing Jess off to my friends, going out in public as Jess, doing a drag performance on stage. We're going to work on that last one, we'll get there eventually. As you can imagine, a lot of my bucket list has been ticked off now, apart from ones which require a bit more planning. But being Jess in a foreign country is still something that I needed and wanted to do. I kind of did it in Paris last year, but that was with no makeup and I didn't really leave the hotel room either. That's something 2008 Jess would do. I've evolved into a much more outgoing, delicate and refined lady. Excuse me. Originally, I wasn't actually going to take Jess with me. I had concerns about losing makeup or damaging my wig or some of my favourite clothes. There are so many things me and my friends wanted to do on that holiday, and I just felt like having a day as Jess would get in the way. Now, I've always said I pick my friends very carefully, and they have so much acceptance of Jess. But even knowing that, I was not prepared for the emotions I'd feel when they were adamant that I should bring Jess along with us. And I really wasn't ready for how willing they were to help Jess out while she was there. A friend helped me with makeup and loaned me a swimsuit. I had a few friends hang out with me all day and they just accepted me as female, without question. And I had one friend offer to take stunning pictures. By the way, there's a link to his website in the description. He's really fucking good. And I had a lot of friends who went to the beach while I was getting ready, and when they came back it was all screams and laughter. The good kind of screaming too, not the oh shit here comes a serial killer in really knock-off drag kind. And they all took really special care to give me female pronouns and call me Jess rather than my male name. And that's not something I really care about too much, but I really appreciated the fact that they were putting in the effort. Now, you're probably thinking, Jess is supposed to be giving advice about her holiday. Why is she bragging about having good friends? Well, back up 1 second. 1, I don't have good friends. I have great friends. And 2, having great friends was probably the biggest reason why I enjoyed myself out there so much. If I went somewhere by myself, I don't think I would have had anywhere near as much fun. And I certainly wouldn't have been confident enough to try on a swimsuit. So, if any of my friends are watching, I just want to quickly say, thank you. Thank you all so much. Alright, I'm done licking arse now. Let's get some advice going. Going abroad with your female self isn't actually all that difficult. I didn't have any issues with becoming Jess in Portugal, but the problems I did have was getting Jess there in the first place. So my first piece of advice would be to pack sensibly. Know exactly what you need to take and take only those items. I packed the right amount of outfits for the time I needed, but I also packed all my makeup and I think I only ended up using about a third of it. As for your wig, I'd recommend you keep it in your hand luggage just so it's safe, and I'd also advise getting a wig stand and a wig bag too, just so when you reach the other end you don't really have to untangle it too much. So in short, take what you need, but only what you need. There's no sense bringing extras just to weigh you down. Secondly, do your research into where you're going. I know that London and a few other places in the UK are safe for me to be Jess, but in Portugal, I don't have a clue. Now, I didn't do my research before I left. so I didn't risk going anywhere as Jess in public. Now, that really wasn't much of a problem for me, because I just wanted to spend the day by the pool and get swimsuit shots anyway. Kinda like that one. Love it. But if you did want to venture out as your female alter ego, do your research first, because it may be that you have to stay in. And if that's the case, it's unfortunate, but you have to be safe. Now, lastly, and I cannot stress this one enough, I'm going to let my boy Baz Luhrmann cover this one, actually.
Wear sunscreen.
I mean, I'm quite a natural tanner, but even I had to be careful to make sure I wasn't going lobster red in places. Fortunately, most concealers and foundations will also work as a sunblocker, so you don't have to worry too much about your face. But if you do want to put sun cream on your face anyway, then do it before you put on makeup. And also be prepared for hard to explain tan lines. I wore the swimsuit for just one day. I've still got stripes on my back and my thighs are currently the same shade as my lips. And that's all for this week. Again, I really want to thank everyone who sent in questions so far. And I promise the next video will be a Q&A, so keep your eyes peeled for that. If you haven't asked a question yet, but you'd like to, then just post one in the comments below and I'll make sure to add it to the list. If you've liked this video, then make sure to give it a thumbs up, just down there. And you can keep up to date with all my videos by subscribing to my channel and making sure to turn the notifications on. And remember, who set the world on fire? Or Portugal, at least? I'm chopping off someone's dick tonight. First person to talk about creaming on my face is going to get punched in the junk. Can look back and run from what I feel inside. There's no more time.